Hey guys, Obi-Wan's back with another video. This time I'm going to be doing a video about pick-a-brick cups and how to stack your Lego bricks. Now, I'm no expert and I've watched quite a few videos on YouTube. The only difference I can see with the American videos I've watched and stuff like that is in Australia, at the only store that is in Australia, at Dreamworld on the Gold Coast, we have to have the lids stuck all the way down. Some of the videos that I've watched, the lid was sticking quite the way up, so I had to really think of a different option. So this video, we'll go through this one. It's a 1x2 dark bluish grey brick, but 1x2 brick basically. I want to go through how many bricks I've got in here. So we'll count them up. I also want to then stack them in there roughly and figure out what the difference is. I want to work out what the piece count is worth compared to what it would be to just get it off, say, Bricklink at, you know, I think they average out about, say, 10 to 12 cents for one of these bricks. So let's go through that now, and I challenge anyone to beat me because I'd love to know any other methods, but I definitely have the lid completely stacked down. So let's get into it right now. We'll do our counting and then we'll do a little bit of an overview and see what the prices and everything look like. Okay guys, first up we're going to go through the 1x2 brick. Doesn't matter what colour, but I want to show you that the lid is completely down. I'll show you how I stacked it so that we can all see how I've stacked it, and then we'll do a quick count, and then of course we'll stack them all back in and see what the difference is doing it roughly, and we'll also work out what the price difference is. So I'm going to crack the cup open now, and you can see from the top what I've done is I've got a stack like this basically sitting in the lid here like that as best as I can. Now on one of the videos I'd watched on YouTube, they actually had these bricks stacked across here again, but as you can see, I would be then sitting too high. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to get mine nice and flush like that. So I've made this plate here. So this actually comes all the way out. So I've made one plate like this. We might lay it all out on the table so everyone can see. So one plate like that, I've got my lid. Okay, and then basically, pretty simple, I just stacked them up in rows, as many as I could fit, so they might break when I'm getting them out, but it doesn't really matter, we get the point. So there you go, there's basically a whole row, and you just keep stacking until you get the right amount, so I'll kind of put that there. Same thing again with the next row. Now, I could have stuck little studs and things in the side, so if you want to go to that trouble and do that, go ahead, be my guest, but I will mention that to do this stacking of this cup, it took me 18 minutes. So I wanted to kind of time it to see also what the time is worth rather than just quickly stacking the cup up. You know what I mean? So you don't want to be there all day to save yourself $5. You'd be better off just quickly stacking them and getting out. So I wanted to know how long it took me. So again, I've got another row here. So there's all my rows, okay, they're all pretty well the same. You basically I just stacked them as much as I could. Now, this is the bottom of the cup, so if you can see that, I've basically stuck the bricks. They actually sit quite nicely in between all the little lugs there, and I've stacked as many as I possibly could in there. So let's quickly do a count now that you know how I've stacked up the 1x2 small cup. It would obviously work for the big cup as well, but let's do a quick count and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, all counted, and if you can guess, we've got 100, 200, 332 bricks in a small pick-a-brick cup. Pretty damn good. So if we work it out on a piece, say, let's call them 12 cents each, on Bricklink and the Australian shop at home. Let's call that 12 cents each. The cup's $15, 12 cents each brings it up to $39.84. So I'm definitely winning. I'm getting basically 50% plus, you know, more than what I would from Bricklink. So definitely a winner. Now let's try and chuck them all back in the cup and see how many we got left over if we just do a rough stack, and so we can see what the difference is from staying there. Remember, 18 minutes it took me to stack this to get double the quantity basically. So let's chuck them back in and see how many we're left over with. We'll just roughly stack them in because that's what the exercise is about. You see how much room you lose already just from doing that. Okay, would you agree that's pretty full? That's about as full as I can get it with being able to stack the lid on top. So the lid goes down just, not really. Shake a couple into the lid, that helps it a little bit. Okay, so the lid goes down. Let's count up how many we have left over. So this is a rough stack. You can see the stack I've got left here. It looks like maybe about 80. Let's count them. Okay, 90 bricks more I've fitted in by stacking it. So basically 332 bricks or 242 bricks by not stacking it. So 90 bricks, let's just call it 100, say, for it. That's $12 basically that I've just lost from not stacking it up properly. So we're talking about you're not actually making that much of a difference if you were to just roughly stack them, your 1x2s in this small cup or even a big one. Of course, you've got postage for Bricklink and whatnot, but if you're making a big order and you're in a rush, I'd probably say go with the Bricklink. But then again, watch this video, try and stack it the way I did. If anyone can beat 332, let me know. I'd love to know how you guys have done it. And so that's how many I got in the cup. That's all the prices, that's all the variables. Hope you liked the video. Let me know if you want me to do more. As always, guys, Obi-Wan's out. I'll see you again on another video.